Hi, this is Tanya from Love But Tarot. I'm just going to wait for some people to come on, and then I'm going to go into the readings and the energies for this Aries new moon, which was yesterday. So I'm just going to wait. Hey, CJ. All right. Okay, people are starting to come in. That's great. I always hate doing these lives at the beginning. Hey, thank you. Yeah, it is a happy day today. Very happy day. I've had some nice connections already today, and yeah, I'm feeling good. So how's everybody else feeling? You know, I mean, we had the Aries moon last night, and I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to do this reading yesterday. That was my plan. Hi, Jan. Hi, Magic. That was my plan to do it yesterday, but I ended up having too much fun that I didn't want to break away. I got invited for lunch with some beautiful people, and it was all amazing. So yeah, you've caught it live, Cindy. And hi, Mandy. So, right, okay. I'm going to have a look at this Aries energy first, okay? Like I say, it was last night, but I still feel that it's always around for about 2 weeks. Before I do that, I just need to tell a little things. Those that are on my social media will know. Those that aren't, this will be news to you. And please excuse the mess. The decorators are in this house at the moment, so everything is upside down. You feel drained. Yeah. I mean, if we think of Aries energy, I'll go into that in a second. I need to tell my news first, okay? So hold me to that. Remind me of that, Magic. Like I say, I do these videos for full moon and new moon. Now, you know, I always try and get them done. You know, this is something that I really always try and get them done, even though they're, you know, I still like to honor that, you know, and I know that there's a lot of you watch them, and I'm really, really grateful for that. But I'm moving again. It's like the littlest hobo is on the road. And I want to explain a little bit about why I'm moving, how I decided to move as well, because I feel that, like I say, not about me, but if I kind of document my journey and my thought process, then I know that that can help others as well. So next week, I am moving to Brazil. I'm moving to an island called Ilha Grande, which is almost like a deserted island kind of thing. It's pure paradise. There are no cars allowed on the island. It's completely unspoilt, and I've managed to get a house which is in the jungle but also on the beach. So it's just, you know, I said to Spirit, if I'm meant to go there, find me a place that is perfect. And they have, so I can lie in bed and listen to the waves and everything. Now, I know that there is a lot on the media about Brazil at the moment, and I feel it quite interesting that this is where I'm being called. So, oh, thank you. Good night, Irene. That thing I wrote about my mum. Yeah, it was interesting. It was my mum's memory last week. So many of you will have heard of me speak about my friend Magic, who is like, you know, he's always my anchor. He's amazing. And he went to Brazil in Christmas. He went Christmas and was meant to be there for a month, and he's ended up having to stay there because of restrictions. So, you know, the offer was there to go. I kind of wasn't feeling it. I knew I was here, and this has been quite a strange place for me. But I just want to explain how everything dropped into place. So, was it last week or the week before? The week before, I think, I got a phone call from somebody I know, and they said to me, I think it was when I'd had the crazy, you know, anybody on my social media, I was feeling this anger and resentment and everything. I thought I was going to explode. So I phoned Danielle, and she was like, no, this is just a part of you that you don't know. This, you know, I am Aries moon as well, and this is my fire, that because I don't get angry, because all of that, I've never learned how to work with this energy. And also the drive and ambition as well, that comes with Aries. So I was talking to my friend, and they said, so why are you where you are, Tanya? And I said, well, because I'm here to work. And they said, okay, how much work are you getting done? And I said, well, I'm not. And they said, why not? And I said, because I'm not inspired here. You know, it's very, very English where I am. And they said, so why are you still there? And I said, well, my daughter's in Europe. You know, I need to I need to be in Europe. And they said, no, your daughter's not in Europe. She's in the UK and you can't go to see her anyway. So basically, I was called out on my own bullshit. Okay, exactly how I do to other people, I got it back to me. And I came off the phone and I was quite upset because I was like, wow, Tanya, what have you done? You know, you've stepped so far away from who you're meant to be. So the next day I just said to Spirit, right, if I'm meant to go, line things up for me, you know, line things up. And then since then, everything has just slotted into place. And I booked on Thursday, and Thursday was my mum's memory, which Goodnight Irene's just mentioned. And as I was talking to my cousin about it, and I said, wow, 12 years ago, you know, with my mum, and I said, this is so bizarre to think where I was that 12 year ago and where I am now, because what I realized this year was the pain is gone with it. You know, yes, I miss her, and yes, you would do anything for a hug or to hear the voice, but the pain that I used to feel with the grief has gone. And it made me realize that time is not a healer as such. Time gives you the space to understand. Okay. And I think this is anybody who is dealing with grief at the moment know that it will get easier. Okay. The pain will ease, because when we can understand life better, when we understand how things are, the piece that I wrote was, there were so many regrets. I used to go, had I called in and made a coffee for my mom, had I drove her to my grandma's, had I all of these what ifs. And now I realize with the beliefs and the stuff that I've been taught by Spirit is that was her time, and it didn't matter where she was. That was it. That was her time was up. Okay. So when you can understand that death is as much a part of life as living, this is when I feel it becomes easier. A lot of times with grief, we want to hold on. We want things to be how they used to be. And also, if we look at the world at the moment, we want things to go back to how they were, and they're not going to. And as I was talking to my cousin, I mentioned this 12 year, I then realized that, wow, I've done the full astrological cycle, the 12-year cycle since this happened. And then I went, fuck, I've done the fool's journey. And then I was instantly shown judgment comes before the world in the fool's journey. And with judgment, he has to go back to the life he used to live in order to make peace with it, to realize how much he's changed, to then realize he's been successful, and then to take that leap and become the fool again. So I was like, wow, right, okay, this all makes sense. No wonder I haven't been able to finish my book yet, because I wasn't meant to. So I then said to my friend where we're moving, I said, could you tell me the name of the beach that we're going to be living on? And they said, Adventure Beach. That's where we're going to be living. Now, the first chapter of my book, which is written, is called Adventure. The first lesson in the course that I've said I'm going to be working with people on a one-to-one basis is called Adventure. So all I have to do is take that leap, and that is where I'm meant to work. So I have a ticket for 3 months. It could be, the ticket is open-ended for 2 years as well. So I don't know. All I know is that that's where I'm going. I'm trying to get things in order now, PCR tests and things like that. And I know I'm protected, and I know whatever will happen there will happen. So I know a lot of people have been concerned considering where it is, but I don't feel Spirit call me anywhere where I won't be protected or I won't experience exactly what I've got to. So what I was going to say is, what this has made me realize is that I have much more fear of not living than I have of dying. Okay, so yes, I'm probably going to the place where people say the COVID has hit worst, but that's where I'm being called, so I'm taking the risk. The Wi-Fi there is not great at the moment. We are trying to sort that, but I will try my hardest to keep these videos for the full moon and the new moon. You know, that is something, even if I have to pre-record them and upload them, I will still, you know, have a presence there. Okay, so, I mean, it's in the middle of the jungle. It's not going to be easy, but, you know, I like a challenge. So, yeah, so next time you see me, I will be in Brazil. So a little bit of that was what I'm going to talk about with this Aries moon as well. So I feel with this Aries moon, right, it's the way I've been feeling, and I haven't made any notes or anything like that. I just said to Spirit, right, okay, work with me. I'm going to free fall with this. I feel it's just getting rid of the bullshit, you know, any bullshit at all. This is where we have to go into ourselves. Okay, this is what it's about. Aries can be very selfish. Or people can say it's selfish, but the thing is, if we don't look after ourselves first, we cannot help other people. You know, we'd get no medals for being a martyr. So this is asking us to go inward and say, right, okay, the connections that we have, are they solid? You know, the path ahead, is it solid? You know, I mean, we can never have guarantees, but are we going where we want to go rather than people trying to guide us onto a path or to do things their way as well, you know? So this is it. We already have the wisdom to know what is best for us. When we are doing what is best for us, we will then be able to do better for everyone involved. Okay, so this is what it's saying, and it's really asking us to get back to our spiritual practice. I'm so sorry about that noise. They've only just started, and this is one of the reasons I need to go back in nature, you know. So this is it. We need to step out and be the weirdo. Okay, we need to do that. All of this hiding and doing what other people say and not showing our true selves, it's time for that to stop. So everybody's wearing masks at the moment, you know, but ask, what other masks are we wearing? Where are we not showing our true self in order to be accepted or whatever by our community, by our family, by our siblings, by our loved ones, whatever? Okay, because if they are loving you for who they think you are and not who you truly are, then that is not love. Okay, and I would rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. Had a really interesting thing the other day. I went out and somebody who I'd met the other day who had been really nice, I seen them and they muttered under their breath to somebody about me, and they said, look, she walks around here like she's the Duchess. Now, I don't at all. You know, if anybody knows me, I mean, I don't even brush my hair. You know, that's the thing. But I thought, wow, what is it about me being confident in who I am that is actually triggering you? You know, so that is a problem with them. It has taken me a lot of years to actually be confident in who I am. Okay, a lot of struggles. And I am not going to stop that for anybody else. But because I'm not fitting into the narrative of going to the bar, of waiting, do you know what I mean, for all of these people, because I have a voice and because I speak it and because I own who I am, it makes other people feel uncomfortable because it shows them where they're not. So it's almost like being ridiculed. The other day I got laughed at by a group of people in the bar. I don't even know why, because my bells jangle or something. So this is very like schoolyard stuff. Now, everybody here, I think, if they think back to schoolyard, how many times did we dim our own light in order to fit in with the crowd or with the cool kids or whatever? You know, that was what we done in school, not now. So, you know, if you don't fit in, then great, because you're not meant to. You were born to stand out. Okay. And I really feel that this is why I've been brought to this place. When I first got here, I know I'd done a video where I'd said to Spirit, why am I here? This is so on me. And they said, we need to see if you can be who you truly are, even when your environment kind of, you know, doesn't want that, you know. So it's been very, very interesting. So this is this Aries moon, right? Own who you are, every single part of it, your flaws and everything, okay? Because them flaws make you perfectly perfect. And also, we're being asked as well to stop people pleasing, okay? Stop people pleasing. This is not where we're meant to be. You know, we're not meant to please others at the cost of our pleasure. Because we can never do the work that we're here to do if we're not actually fully owning who we are, or going in the direction that we want to go in. Okay, so this is very much the Aries. Like I say, we have fire, and it's like, let it burn. Let it burn. Whether this is suppressed anger that we have, we need to find that outlet. We need to actually allow that to kind of form our course. Okay, so when we have this anger or this rage or whatever inside of us, if we can control that in a way that propels us forward, almost like a rocket being put up our arses kind of thing, then this is when we can use that to our advantage. So this Aries moon is about determination. It's about having ambition, okay? It's about being confident in who you are and where you're going. And it's about, if the naysayers don't like it, then that is their problem, okay? It's not about waiting behind to pick other people up or waiting behind to appease other people at the cost of ourselves. Aries is about us. This is it, and we have got to look after number one here, because then we cannot look after anybody else if we're not doing that. So that is this Aries energy. Now, as good night, Irene. Somebody said, I think it was a good night, Irene. It was somebody said that they're feeling exhausted. We will do, because this exhaustion I feel that we're feeling is all of these years of trying to do whatever to be accepted. That's it. And it's telling us now, no, you don't have to carry the load of other people. You can care, but don't carry. This is it. It's it gets exhausting when you are not being yourself. If you imagine an actor who acts 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, when do they get a break? They forget who they truly are. And this is why we're feeling exhaustion, because we're we're worn out. We're worn out with trying to fit in. We're worn out of trying to be the model citizen in a world that is telling us this is how we should be, when the world itself is completely fucked up. Now, I wrote a thing today just on my Instagram. I was sitting having breakfast, and it just came to me, and I thought, they have banned the burqa in France, but they're making face masks mandatory. There is a volcano has gone off in St. Vincent, and the only people that they're rescuing are the people that have been vaccinated. So I can't understand the logic of people have to be vaccinated because we want to save lives, yet there is a natural disaster and we won't save them people because they haven't been vaccinated. So to me, it's, hold on, where is the humanity in this? It does make so much sense, Mandy, but it makes no sense at all. Loved ones are separating from their loved ones because they have different points of view about this, and I really just see the world at the moment as it is more mixed up. This is why I have to take a step back out of it, because none of it is logical. And this is a world that we have been forced or conditioned or forged in order to try and fit into it. When we don't fit, we're square pegs. We will never fit in that round hole, okay? We are the dreamers. We are the empaths. We are the weirdos. And that is the way that we are meant to be. I'm just looking, I sent a thing to my friend yesterday. I just want to, because I've spoken to so many people at the moment who they're all feeling the same. And it's there. It's here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules. They have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. And this is, I feel that is so Aries. This is it. It's go out, be who you want to be, say what you want to say. Obviously, you don't want to go out and be reckless and ruthless and hurt people, but it's speak up, allow your voice. I was with people yesterday who had very different views to me, and we were able to have a really good debate, because I didn't say to them, you're wrong. I asked them, okay, why do you think that? Could you tell me why with that? How do you identify? How do you see it? I was asking them. So I didn't get annoyed. Maybe they learned something, maybe they didn't, but I kind of, twisted their narrative on their head a little bit, and mine was twisted as well. So I had to stand and say, right, okay, this is who I am, and these are my beliefs, when I was the only one in the room that was doing that. But I'd done it with ease because I know that that is my truth. It might be different to other people's truth, but it is my truth. And that is something I've thought about, I've researched to come to that conclusion. So it is beautiful when you do that. It's really beautiful when you can say, yeah, there's people opposing me, but I don't really care because I know I'm rooted in who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am, and I'm rooted in my own truth. So this is very the Aries energy, I feel, that's coming in. And like I say, remember, when we are conversing with people or something like that, okay, it's like, yeah, we're not responsible for anyone's happiness, yeah, but we're also not responsible for people's unhappiness as well. We've got to be careful that when we're talking, we're not going in aggressively, okay, because Aries fire can burn or it can warm. Okay, so if we go in with the I'm right attitude, then we're wanting to win. We're wanting to belittle that person in some way. And it's not about that. It's trying to educate and just being like, yeah, you see the sky is green, I see it's blue. Thanks for your opinion on that. We don't have to be nasty. And this is where Aries can sometimes trip us up. And this is where we, I think, need to try and find the balance. Are we being assertive or are we being aggressive? Okay, this is the question that Aries asks us at all times. So yes, speak your mind. Yes, speak up, but make sure it's coming from a place of assertiveness and not aggression, okay? Because if you are wanting to win that argument, that will be coming out as aggression, because that is coming from your ego, not your soul. Your soul knows, your ego wants to be known as knowing. Okay, so there's a big difference. So really look at that this week. So right, does anybody have any questions with that? Because I'm going to go straight on to the readings for everybody here. If any of that makes sense. Right. I think Prince Philip's death drained us empaths. Yeah, I mean, it kind of shouldn't really get into this. Yeah, I mean, it's been an institution, hasn't it? And there's a lot of people sad and stuff like that. But, I find it very bizarre that all of these people are grieving this person, who has been in the public eye. And yes, I feel for the family. I felt that straight away. But, there are still people on this island whose lives are in danger, and it is okay that they're not being saved. The children living in poverty throughout the world, the children dying every day, the homeless people dying every day and things like that. That is, I feel death in any way, shape or form drains us empaths, not because it's just a public figure who has had quite a privileged life as well. He's had the privilege of having that privileged life. There are people that are born into poverty and stay in poverty until they die. So as an empath myself, that is what I feel on a daily basis as well. And that is what actually drains me, when I see people being that ugly to each other, yet they can outpour all of this love to somebody that they don't know, yet they can be venomous to their neighbor. That is really, and I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying this is how I feel. So yes, I am very, very sad for the family. Somebody at 99 years old and dying, they've had a good innings. They've had their life, and like I say, it was privileged. And I feel for the family because they have lost a loved one as well, which all of us have, and all of us know that is never easy. Okay, so there is love to the situation, but it's just, I don't know, I'm probably not using this word, this sycophantic thing when somebody famous dies, not just him, just anybody, and everybody comes out and all this pouring of affection, yet these are the same people, who are, telling people that don't want a vaccine that, well, I hope you die. It's kind of, that is what I can't understand about the human race. So I hope that makes sense. And that was not meant to offend anybody. It's just, that's my personal opinion with it. So does anybody have any questions before I start these readings? Because I want to get straight through. Peaceful life is what I intend to have and keep. Yeah, that's it, and it's very important. Yeah, I agree, and I feel for all beings, people, animals, and plants. Yeah, I seen somebody write something today which I thought was quite interesting, and they said, there was a footballer at the weekend. A footballer broke his leg, and the manager of the team came over and shot him in the head because they didn't want to pay for his treatment. And then they said, oh no, sorry, it wasn't a footballer, it was a horse during the Grand National, but it's the same type of sport. And that really made me think, that, yeah, these footballers get all of this money and all of this love, but we still see the Grand National as a sport which kills many animals over the years. It's done it. So I think when we have to look at empathy and call ourselves empaths, we have to see that, it isn't just in one place. It's when you feel the weight of the world and every living thing, you feel the pain of that. Jeff Buckley said it. It's like, it's like a flea can land on a dog and you feel a sonic boom. So yeah, it's I think this is where we need to go, and and I'm not saying anybody on here, please, I'm not disrespecting, and I'm not saying that, but I feel within the world at the moment, there are so many words being thrown about. I mean, so many people, talking about narcissists, saying that they're empaths, saying blah blah blah, yet it's some of the people that have told that to me that I've seen, I could never see an empath actually treating some people in the way that they treat people as well, so it's, yeah, people might wear the badge, but it's, do they actually kind of live it? do they really feel it, or do they just think they feel it? So yeah, this is what we've got to be discerning about with everything, because real is very rare, and I think all of us need to get that, real is where it's at now. The bullshit is gone, as I said in the beginning, and this is what our Aries wants us to do. It wants us to cut through all of that bullshit, because otherwise we're just like that ram banging our head against a brick wall, and that is not progressive in any way to humanity or to ourselves. Yeah, you've just turned my world upside down to try and be true to me. For once, it feels great. Amazing. Well done, Cindy. You will never regret it. That's it. You will never regret it. I kind of promise it will be easy, but I feel you will be able to see life as easier when you are standing in your own truth, because all of the effort and energy that we put in to be pretending that we're somebody we're not, we conserve all of that energy, and we can actually put it into the right things rather than just trying to appease other people, So yeah, and this neutral space is interesting as well, because you remember we have the Gemini North Node within the world, and this is what it's asking us to do, filter with our two eyes and our 2 ears, and then, speak with our one mouth, take in all sides, and then come from a place of neutrality. And the world's just gone mad at the moment, absolutely mad. So that's why I'm going to live on a desert island, and I'm going to, hopefully I find a football and call it Winston. Yeah, boundaries are a way of not just loving yourself, it's loving other people as well, because it teaches them. I'm gonna tell this as well. It's been such a bizarre week. So I was sitting having a coffee the other day, and just down by the beach, and this guy came over and asked if he could pinch a lighter, and I said, yeah, no problem. And then he said, oh, can I sit and talk to you for a bit? And I said, yeah, no problem. I'm friendly. I like people. And then he's talking and all of this, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool. Obviously wealthy guy, all the stuff like that. And then he's like, oh, I like you. I understand you. And I'm like, no, you don't. And he's like, no, I do. And I'm like, no, you don't. And I just thought it was funny. And then about 10 minutes after I left, he sent me a message saying, like, I really enjoyed your company, blah, blah, blah. You make me feel like this, whatever. And I was like, yeah, right, okay. I was busy. I was on the phone. And then I got another message, and then another message, and another one. And I said, look, for the last 2 hours since, I've left, I've actually been on the phone. I've been working. All right, okay, can we go out for a drink? Can we? And I said, look, I've got to be transparent. If we go out, it is a purely platonic thing. That's how it is. I'm not going to play games or anything. I say it like it is. Yeah, that's great. And then come back with another one. Yeah, but you can't help me. You can't blame me for liking you. You can't this, you can't that. These messages went on all night. Okay, I stopped responding after about 4. They went on all night, just message. I really like you. I want this. And I'm thinking, whoa, hold on a second. This is not my vibe. This person is not respecting my energy or my boundaries in any way. Then they kept messaging going, I'm sorry if I'm bothering you. It's just that I really like you. I'm sorry if I'm bothering you. It's just this. And I'm like, you're not sorry. You're not sorry at all, because you're saying that, but you aren't. The following morning, 7:10, I woke up about 6 o'clock, checked my messages on my WhatsApp, replied to who I needed to. And 7 o'clock, he sends another one. I see you've been up early. I'm like, this is absolutely insane. My friend picked me up. We went shopping. The messages continue to bombard, right? To the point where I actually got annoyed. And I was probably harsher than I would normally be. But this was like, hold on, there is no respect whatsoever here. I mean, if somebody doesn't respond to you, do you send another 20 messages? It's like, it's insane. So in the end, I just messaged and I said, look, I work with energy, and there isn't anything about this energetic connection that is doing anything for me in any way, shape, or form. That's it. It stopped. You could have learned something, we could have had a coffee or something, but really to push like that. So this is the thing with boundaries. It's kind of like, please, respect your own boundaries and make sure that your energy is respecting other people's boundaries as well. Like it's please ask permission. I was talking to somebody today who said that they'd been read for. Somebody just came up to them at a party or whatever and said, all right, okay, I'm psychic, I'm blah, blah, blah. Started telling them about their life. That is not cool. That's intrusive. You ask permission. Is it okay if I do this? Is it okay if I call you? Is it okay if I give you a message that's coming through from spirit? Is it okay if I vent to you? I usually phone my friends and I'm like, if something's going on, I'm like, look, have you got time and space for me? Because I really need to offload. Now, like either yeah or no, and that's it. You ask permission. So energy isn't just about feeling cool and meditating and everything. It's the energy that we work with on a daily basis with other people as well. And it's respecting ours, having our energetic boundaries, and making sure that we respect other people's energetic boundaries as well. So many people, like I'm really, really pleased because every single one of my loved ones, even my father, he said, I think I'm stupid, but they've given me the back. And when I've said that I'm going to Brazil, and, and I like that because I'm going to do it anyway, but it's better with their blessing. But the amount of people that I don't know who are possibly acquaintances, possibly not even that, who feel that it's their job to tell me that, I mean, this guy that I'm seeing the text even said, there's so many cases, you're not going to Brazil. It's like, hold on a second, what? So yeah, these people know you're not going there. You're not going there. You can't go there. It's dangerous. You're not going. You need to. And I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. If I ask for your advice, then there is an opening for you to give it. I do not comment on your life in any way. Yes, I do these videos, but this is my work. When you click onto here to watch me, that is you giving me permission to read, and I appreciate that. But the amount of people that just on a daily basis think it's okay to tell you how to live your life, when you look at their life and think, would I actually want to be living yours? And again, this is very Aries energy. Aries can be pushy, or Aries can block. It can say no. So if somebody's pushing towards you, they could be using Aries energy with that. If you go, no, hold on, you stop there. That is also using that Aries energy, but in a much better way. You know, so yeah, so there's a lot to think about with this. It's been the most bizarre week. I can tell you, like, really, really bizarre. But the second I decided I was going, Spirit just went, like, that's my girl. That's it. She's on the same vibe as us again, you know? So yeah, I hope what I've said today has actually given a little bit education or a little bit food for thought, you know, about energy, about how we do allow people to just say whatever, you know. It's I think so many boundaries have been crossed this week, when I'm thinking how very bizarre. Right, okay, so if nobody has anything to say around that or any questions, does anybody have any questions? And then I'm going to go into the readings. No. Yeah. Hey, Kimberly. Right, okay, we have 11 likes and 40 people in the room. So come on, get clicking, please. I should have got a glass of water before I started this. My throat's starting to hurt. Right, okay, so I'm going to go with Aries. And I'm going to, in fact, can I do it now? Are you doing private readings at the moment? Not at the minute. I think I have some availability on Thursday. And after that, I will not be doing any private readings for the next 3 months at least. Because I'm going to be where Wi-Fi isn't there. I have other work to do. And that is going to be my full focus, Kimberly. So, right. Can I do this at this moment in time? I can't. I was going to say I'm going to put a link to the island that I'm on, a video my friend made to where I'm going so that you can see it. So, right, Aries. When I'm looking at these next 2 weeks, because these readings are for your next 2 weeks, they're for Sun, Moon, and Rising as well. So whichever fits with you, maybe listen to all three, and that will be able to guide you some more. So I feel, I mean, remember, this is the beginning of the astrological year as well. So it's almost like our new year. You know, this is where the intentions can really, really come in. And I feel that when I'm looking at Aries here, okay, Aries have been looking almost like a bit boredom, like where am I going? I feel some Aries have been looking more at the, I feel that some Aries might be looking more at their kind of future stability, their financial stability, and using that as a guide to where they want to go. Okay. So it's almost what I feel with that is that has been boxing some of you Aries off. Okay. By making it being, condition of money and having that money in the bank, you're closing yourself off to a lot of opportunities which could actually make you a lot richer or wealthier in the long run. So what I see with this next 2 weeks coming in for you is I feel that fire inside of you being lit again, okay? But it's like I feel this like flame in your heart is being lit. So I want to say here, it's like your footing doesn't have to be secure, okay, to live from your heart. And this is what it's saying. When you start to live from your heart, you will find that you actually have a lot more kind of entrepreneurial skills or a lot more ideas on how to make your future secure, if that makes sense. Okay. And there's a song coming in there, and I don't know what the song is, but the words are, Did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth. Does anybody know what them words are from? I can hear it. The song's playing there because this is important for Aries, I feel. Because I feel that this need for security comes from a fear of disappointing somebody in the past, maybe his parents or whatever. Sorry about this. Right, okay, so the words have come up there. The words are, right, it's One by U2. Oh, God, I don't like U2. But it's, yeah, so that's, is it getting better or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now you've got someone to blame? You say one love, one life, when it's one need in the night. Right, okay, so this, I feel, have a look at that, Aries. It might actually resonate with you. But I feel there's a feeling of disappointing other people by not being what they see as successful, or disappointing somebody else by not being in their life in the way that they want you to. Okay, that is not gonna get you anywhere. Okay, you need to get into your heart. That is where you will feel more secure, Aries. Okay, this is it. This is when you will have a lot of ideas. This is where the changes are massively needed for you. Really go in and think to yourself, if I had 5 months left to live, what would I do? Would I still be living the life that I'm living now? Have a look at, are you doing things for love, or are you doing them from love? You know, have a look if the life that you are currently planning is actually, like, your current actions are supporting the life that you want to live, you know, because otherwise it's just futile. You're putting energy into something that is actually taking you in a place that you're not meant to go to. So it will probably, you will probably get derailed anyway. So it's best to have a look now, Aries, to see, right, okay, where am I not being true to myself and where am I not being true to other people? Because you may be going along to please the crowd when actually that is not what you're meant to do. It's about pleasing yourself. Okay, so that's what's coming in, and it's about you. Yes, it's about you making a solid foundation, but a solid foundation that you want to build, not because you're doing it for somebody else, because then it's not solid. Okay, you need to feel it within yourself. You need to be rooted and true within yourself, Aries. So right, okay, Taurus. Right, okay, Taurus. I'm getting songs again. All right, okay, they're going to start with the songs today, are they? Is this how it's going? Right, okay, so Taurus. The first song that I got here, as soon as I started to pull your cards, is You've Got to Have Faith by, was that George Michael? Yeah, you've got to have faith. So I feel that many Tauruses have faith, okay? But they've been waiting too long, or they're waiting and not seeing signs, or they're waiting for something to happen and it's not happening. Okay, so they're ready to denounce their faith in some way. It's almost like, well, this meditation doesn't work. These vision boards don't work. You know, what's the point? Look at the state of the world. You know, they obviously can't be that, blah, 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 blah. So this is it. What I feel is this is kind of a test for you to say, hang on, sorry, they're coming through with something there. Right. Are you allowing your old thought patterns and your ego to drown out the sound of your soul? Okay? And the sound of spirit. I'm getting such a bad head. It's like I'm getting, you know, can you remember in the joke shops when you used to get like the arrows that would go through the head, you know, and you used to get it out and decide that is the feeling that I'm actually getting on my head at the moment. So I feel Taurus are battling mentally, okay, during this next 2 weeks. what I want to say is, you know, very similar to Aries there, is please drop into your heart, because I feel one of the reasons that you are so much in your head is because there's emotions that are swimming around inside of you, Taurus, that you don't know how to handle. You don't know how to take control of them, okay? They are your emotions. You're having emotional reactions to a lot of things, okay? Now, when our emotions are not in check and our emotions are scattered, then our thinking is scattered and we are not rooted, okay? And remember, Taurus likes to be safe. So what this is saying to you here is, please know that when you have faith, that is when you are safe, okay? When you have faith, that is when you are always safe. Be patient, okay? Because things are happening, okay? You've got to have faith. You've got to have that. If you lose your faith, then what have you got, okay? So what it's saying, by having this faith, okay, by seeing that even if you feel like your heart is empty or your glass is empty, that means that it can be filled, okay? That means it's ready. It's an open vessel to be filled with other things. So this moon is coming to show you hope. It's coming to show you that you need to get yourself in check before they can actually work with you, okay? Because they could give you the gift that you're asking for, but at this moment in time, the way you're feeling, you would decline it. It's almost like a delivery, no, return to sender. I don't want that. So this is it. I think you're being a bit too fiery, a bit too hasty with your decisions, a bit too hasty with your actions as well, because they're not coming from a place of love and they're not coming from a place of safeness. They're coming from a place of disappointment and fear that you will never get what it is that you want. And what I can say to you is, you will never get what it is what you want, or what you will get what you need, but you will never get what it is that you want or that will make you happy if you don't have faith, okay? So faith is the most important thing for you at the minute, okay? You just got to believe. You've got to believe. I'm not saying go to church or whatever like that, but you've got to stop the resistance, because Spirit are saying that the way that they can't help you is because you're not allowing them, okay? When you're closed, that means you're closed to receiving as well, okay? So it's be open, open up, open your mind, open your eyes, and open your heart, Taurus, and you will get through this next 2 weeks a hell of a lot easier than what you do by remaining closed, okay? Right, okay. And it could be that you're being asked to move from the current situation that you're in as well, because I don't think it's for you. Whatever you're dealing with, Taurus, is not for you, okay? And that's why it's probably not working in the way that you want it to. Taurus. Cancer. No, Gemini, isn't it? Sorry, Gemini. Ooh, there. Good morning, small wildflowers. Right, okay, Gemini. I really like this one. Wow. Right, so Gemini, finally, we're getting this Aries energy is actually really pushing forward for you, okay? I feel for the first time in a long time, you are feeling in control of your destiny, of yourself, of your thoughts, of your feelings, okay? You have a very sharp mind. Your mind is sharp now, but not sharp in a way that you are going to get cut or hurt on it like what you have been in the past, okay? So this is it. I'm almost seeing you're seeing things from a different point of view, or maybe from other people's point of view as well. You're seeing things differently here. And now with this different vision, It has given you a bigger vision for your future. You were looking too narrow-mindedly, okay, in the way that you were currently, you have been looking. But now it's almost like these dark clouds have parted to make way for the sun. Okay, now the sun, if we remember, the sun is power, sheer power. So this is solar plexus power as well. So this is you feeling very strong in your sense of self. So I really, really like this for you, Gemini. And what I'm seeing here is you have took control of your life. It could be your life, it could be your past, it could be your future, whatever. But you have taken control here, and you are going to dictate to yourself how you're going to go. Nobody else is going to dictate this to you. And I feel there's quite a jolly, like a nice feeling here. And what I feel is that whatever it is that you are embarking on, whatever it is that you are embarking on or you are currently thinking about, could be a lot bigger than what you initially thought that you wanted, if that makes sense. It's almost like this burning ambition is coming out for you, and nobody is going to get in your way to stop it. So I really, really love this. Like I say, make sure when you're speaking that your words are clear and concise, okay, to others, because this is very important about your words. And they're saying when these words are coming from this place of truth, they cannot be twisted and they cannot be turned, okay? So that sword cannot be turned on yourself, which at times you've often done that yourself as well. So this is about having this clarity of self, clear communication with other people, and really being in control. So it's like CCC, you know, it's the CCs, isn't it, when you copy other people into it. But I really, really like this, and it's almost like I feel there you're being given a kind of, it's almost like a medal for bravery, like a badge of honor, if that makes sense. Spirit are wanting to put this badge on you. Now it's the one that they're showing, it's like it's a strange cross. I don't know what type of cross it is, but it's a valor. It's a cross of valor here, and it's almost like you've earned your stripes. You know, you've done what you needed to do, and now you can step up. This is absolutely great. And I really feel as well for some Geminis, you could be not doing it just yet, but I feel some of you could be spreading your wings. Now, this could be with work. This could be going somewhere different with work. This could be a work opportunity, because I feel it's something new. I don't feel it's like people are going to get kind of reassigned a job or whatever. This, I feel, is something new that was holding you back in the past. But it could be a collaboration, or it could be working with someone, not for somebody, okay? I don't feel that it's working for somebody. I feel it's working with somebody if there's other people involved. But I see this leading to possibly by September, you being in a place where you are really, really happy with your lot, you know, for the first time in a long time. And all it is getting this clarity of thinking, getting clear on what you want, expressing clearly to the universe and to others, and then being clear that, you know what, I'm ready to receive here. So this is what it is. I really, really like that, Gemini. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I'm going to have a cigarette because I don't have a drink here. I got wrong with my auntie. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Auntie Joy, if you're watching. But she goes, I can't believe that you're smoking. And look at you drinking water out the bottle. You know, what would your mom say? So yeah, that's funny. So yeah, Gemini, I really, really like that for you. It's been a long time coming, but yeah, finally. You know, let it come to you. Let whatever you want come to you. So, okay, so now it's Taurus. And expect the unexpected as well at this moment, okay? Nothing is secure. Nothing is secure at this moment. We've just got to free fall and then fly. I'm pleased that Aries one was spot on, Paul. Taurus. No, it's not Taurus, is it? It's Cancer. Right, I'm going to do them again. Sorry, I've done Taurus, I've done Gemini. This is Cancer, isn't it? I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why. I don't know if some Taurus and Cancers have got something going on. I don't know, but there's something to do with that. I'm so sorry about that. Right, okay, so this is Cancer. Okay, Cancer. It was funny. I say I've had the painters in, and I kept calling them the wrong name, and he was like, "Why are you calling me that? That's not my name." And I was, "I'm really, really sorry. I don't know." And then I seen him the next day, and he came in, and I called him the same name again, and he eventually said to me, "Why are you calling me that name?" And I said, "I'm sorry, I really don't know." And he said, "That was my father. My father, he's passed." And I went, "Well, yeah, that's why I'm calling you it, you know." So it was. So there's always a reason, you know, there's always a reason. So, right, okay. So Cancer, whoa, Cancer, that one flew out. Did you see that? That was a jumper. Right, Cancer. Oh, right, okay. I'm getting a song with Cancer coming in again here. And right, the song I'm getting is Hit the Road, Jack. Okay, this is a song that's playing in my head. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. I feel like Cancers have taken a step back, okay? They've taken a step back. Now, this is a good place to be, because if we think of an arrow, sometimes an arrow has, well, at all times, an arrow has to be pulled back in order to be propelled forward. And I feel with this Cancer, you are looking now when I'm thinking about Cancers here, okay, Cancers are wearing a lot of protection at this moment in time. Now, I know that the crabs, okay, so they always have this hard thing of protection, but I feel with this at the moment, you're protecting what you're hearing, you're protecting what is going into your head, you are protecting your heart, and you are protecting your solar plexus here. Because I feel somebody is, it's almost like a tug of war going on here. Now, as I've mentioned, this Aries moon is about yourself, okay? But somebody is trying to pull you in a different direction, and you are digging your heels in, but you're struggling with it. You're getting worn out with it. It's hard. And this person is trying to weigh you down. It's almost like, you know, when you get that, like, "Dad, can we have a rabbit? Dad, can we have a rabbit? Dad, can we have a rabbit? Dad, can we have a rabbit?" You know, all of the time. So it's like that. You'll eventually be careful this next 2 weeks, because I feel there is a chance that you could possibly agree to something in order to appease somebody, but it is not for you, okay? And you know it's not. Your plans will not come to fruition if you actually take this route. Now, this could be around a house. It could be around a place that you live as well, okay? Now, what I want you to do, I really want, if you don't meditate, Cancer, please try and meditate, okay? I need you to get into your higher self, to get in touch with that. Because like I say, somebody here, I don't want to go as far as say that they're gaslighting or something like that, because I don't feel it's as sinister, but I feel somebody is making you doubt yourself in some way. And you have done a lot of work on yourself, Cancer, okay? And it's almost like this could be bringing up like old traumas with you, or old kind of self-doubts with you, or something like that. This person might even be using that Achilles heel in order to get their way. Now, what I want to say to you here is please, 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 even if this means that you have to go your own way, do not succumb, do not sacrifice yourself in order to just make somebody happy. And what I also want to say is, if this person is going to allow you to sacrifice yourself in order to appease them, then they are not your person, okay? Because that is not what love is about, okay? Yes, all relationships take sacrifice, but when you sacrifice yourself and somebody allows you to do that, then you've got to look at that and say, is this really love? And I don't feel it is, okay? There's this struggle. I'm seeing you. You're standing on the outside watching all of this. So it's not that you're not aware that this is going on, Cancer. You're very aware that this is going on, okay? But I feel here there could be a decision or a conversation in the next 2 weeks about long-term future. And I do not in any way want you to... This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a challenge for you, okay? And the other person, I think. But I do not in any way want you to go with want you to be hooked in, saying hooked in, on a line of promises that all it's doing is promise an illusion, okay? Because it's not what you want. Somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes with this. And if you go that way, I'm just telling you it's going to be heavy, man. Like really, really heavy. So yeah, you're already carrying enough burdens for other people. What you want is, you want they all lived happily ever after. That's what you want, okay? If you allow somebody to sway you down a different route, all you're going to get is, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, right, okay, the end kind of thing, because I don't think this will last anyway. It's too heavy for you to carry. You will become a lot more burdened, and your plans and dreams will kind of fall by the wayside, okay? And life is too short to live in with regrets. So yeah, I feel like this, it's almost like see through the illusion. Somebody's trying to tie something up in a pretty bow and present it to you, and you open that box and it might just be filled with dog shit. I don't know why I'm saying dog shit, but that's what they just said to me. So yeah, your power will be zapped. There's a big transformation coming with this, and I feel this is coming for you as well. There might be disappointment as well, but you would be more disappointed in yourself if you allow yourself to be dragged somewhere where you don't want to go. Okay, this is a time for you to really start planning, Cancer, and it's got to come from you, okay, not because of anybody else. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, sleep well. All right, okay, so Cancer, Leo, we have. Right, Leo. Leo now. Oh, Leo. Very similar to, not the same, but similar to Cancer. I want to say to you, first thing I want to say here, Leo, is please don't play with anybody else's affections, okay? Because I feel there could be a situation where you're playing one off against another. You know, sometimes when children are kind of, you know, when they're the kind of parents have divorced or something like that, and they play one off against another, or they can play like a grandparent off against their parent, you know, it's like, oh, well, such and such says I can do this, such and such, and it's all for their own gain. This is what I'm kind of seeing, Leo. Now, it could be somebody, hey, Shamanic, how you doing, darling? It could be somebody doing this with you. However, I feel that it could be you doing it. Okay, because I'm getting a little bit of a smugness here, bit of a cat that got the cream, you know, almost having two people fighting over you, or two people, you know, like you're firing the balls and, you know, and then stepping back, and a little bit of a cat that got the cream here. And I don't like this, okay, because what I feel that you're doing here is you're not respecting the boundaries of other people, okay? You might say that they're coming, too forward to you, but that's because you're kind of dangling a carrot. This is what I'm getting. I'm sorry, so I feel this could be a situation where there are 3 people involved, okay? And what I want to say is that while they're fighting amongst themselves, it's almost you could get quite bored and start struggling with this, because this is going to pay back to you. I want to say as well, Leo, and I'm sorry about this, Leo, but I want to say, there's a lot of drama coming in with this, okay? And I feel that there are some decisions that you may have made lately that are quite immature decisions. You're looking at them in a childish way and then complaining when there's all this drama. But it's like, who started the drama? I feel you've got to take responsibility for how this happened. Something that you may thought of may become a game, and you may have thought it was a game, could actually come back and bite you on the ass, kind of thing. This could be to do with family. It could be to do with relationships. It could be to do with friendships, but it's something. And it's almost like I feel the fire with this could blow up in your face, Leo. Okay? There could be a Libra involved there. I've just nearly said Libra. So it's almost like, when we have the story of the boy that cried wolf, something to get attention, something to liven things up a bit, might actually turn into something that you don't want. You've kind of, could turn into disappointment with you, okay? So I want to say, be careful what you're saying, be careful what you're doing, be careful with other people's feelings as well, Leo, okay? Because if you want peace, you are not going to get peace in the way that you are getting it. It's like you're throwing breadcrumbs out there for certain people, and then when they're following them, then you're like kind of, oh, no, I don't want that, making it a drama. But you've got to look at what you are putting out into the world is what you are actually starting to get back. Now, this could be around relationships. You could be keeping somebody hanging on when you have no intent of sharing, okay? So it's like, well, I'm all right, but I'm bored, so I'll be texting this person or something like that. And like I say, this is about being transparent, and if you have no interest in somebody who is interested in you, then please tell them. Don't just use them as a little plaything for when you get bored. Because there is going to be a tower moment here, Leo. And like I say, I don't really like this for you. So make sure that whatever relationships or anything that you're in at the moment, make sure that you are coming from a very balanced place, and make sure that everybody involved knows where you stand with this and knows where they stand as well. So don't lead anybody on, don't lead anybody up the garden path or anything like that, because it could turn and, bring you something that you didn't want. So I'm seeing a little bit of childish attitude there, and I'm sorry, Leo. I'm really sorry about that. But, that's what's coming in. I'm just going to pull one card for advice on what to do for you, because I don't like leaving a reading on that, but that's kind of how they were saying it. Yeah, I feel what you need is real connection. You need to kind of get out. You need to socialize. I mean, I know it's hard at the moment with restrictions all over the world, but it's this like, it's almost like you're wanting connection, so anything will do, but that is not true connection. And, I feel that you could lose friends because of this, okay? So it's like, just please make sure that you are being integral in everything that you say. And if you feel that somebody is interested in you and you're not, please let them know. If this is, like I say, friendships, relationships, family, whatever, it's to do with other people, okay? So yeah, Leo, sorry about that. Right, okay, so now we have Virgo. Virgo. Yeah, Leo, they've just said there, you play with fire, you could get burned. Okay. Virgo time, yeah, I always get scared with Virgo. Brace yourself. After, honestly, this last week, I'm kind of like ready for anything. I've got a really bad moon coming up. I've got, it's the moon in Scorpio in 2 weeks' time, and Danielle, my astrologer, was like, yeah, go to Brazil, but don't be traveling at that time. She said, you're going to get hit with the shit anyway. You're either going to get hit with the shit where you are or hit with the shit in Brazil. But I'd rather you be in Brazil because at least I know you're with magic and it's going to be cool, you know? So yeah, so I fly on the 22nd to make sure that I get there before the 25th. Right, okay. Right. Virgo. I want to say, and this is not just because I'm Virgo, okay, but we have 9 of Cups, we have 10 of Cups, we had an Ace of Swords, we have 6 of Wands, okay? So these are good cards. So I feel some Virgos might be at a good place. I feel that there's a time of really putting firm foundations down, really actually kind of bringing a lot of stuff together that hasn't been together for a while. I really feel Virgo are going to, this next 2 weeks are really going to strengthen their spiritual connection. So, you know, this could be taking up yoga, could be taking up meditation, could be really tuning into spirit, okay? I don't feel there's this feeling of rushing ahead. I'm getting a very, like, almost like a plain sailing. It's you know, like kind of a rocking, but a nice, you know, when you get rocked to sleep kind of thing. Almost like hammock vibes I'm being shown there, which, yes, I am going to an island, but this isn't about me. You are amazing, shamanic. So yeah, this is what it's saying. It's almost like I feel for the first time in a long time, Virgos are feeling quite settled. You know, the waters are calm here. They're very inner. They're checking in with their like inner guidance, their inner compass. And there's a determination as well, almost like, God, we've had so much shit, you know, now we can deal with anything and don't give me any shit now. So I really, really like this. And there are a lot of things. Some Virgos could be putting they might have fingers in a few pies, because I feel like there are different situations coming in that you might be investing time or maybe money in, but they will all come to fruition. They'll all kind of come round together in the end. But these are kind of well thought out, okay? I feel there could have been some shadow work stuff that Virgos have been doing, or it's almost like I really feel for the first time that Virgos are really, really leaving the past behind, okay? It's dharma, not drama. Okay, this is what is coming in. There's a lot of wisdom. I do feel there are Virgos traveling. I do feel that they're being guided. I do feel spirit are working very well. And I mean, I'm sorry, these cards, I cannot say anything but there is a flow of life coming in. And then look at this, man. I mean, you cannot even write this, you know. We've got the Empress as well. Wherever you are going, whatever you are doing, know that this is divinely led, Virgo, okay? This is you actually where you've been blocked. It's almost like, right, okay, doors are opening now. Restrictions are gone. You've learned the spiritual lesson that you needed to learn. You're tougher now. And this toughness is going to help you on your journey. It's giving you a solid foundation in which to start. At times in the past when you have felt quite like empty and, oh, why is this happening to me? You can now start to see why it was. So you're realizing that any disappointments you've had in the past and anything that hasn't worked out has been because it wasn't meant to, and it was meant to put you on this path. So I feel that this is a time of not fighting for what you want, but just actually going after what you need as well. And there's decisions coming in, but I feel there's a lot of magic around Virgos. The path is being formed. There's a lot of strength and support coming with this. This is sharing. This is creative. This is taking control. This is living from the heart. This is blooming, and this is living in your truth. And now I'm going to stop because I really feel that this is kind of rubbing the salt in the wound with other ones. So yeah, it's almost like been a long time coming, Virgo, but this is where it's at. I want to say just quickly, there could be somebody from the past turn up, okay? Could be turn up, it could be contact or something like that. It's like a final test of you being able to say about the past. It could be a situation from the past that rears its ugly head again or something similar. But this is saying to you, you're not going to do this. You know, it's nothing. No, it's not. Oh, no magic. This is where you kind of say, yeah, and yeah. Okay, I just wanted to get in touch. Yeah, why? What for? You know, everything that needs to have been said has been said. Oh, but blah, blah, blah. No. But, you know, this is it. So it's actually just saying to you, you now know what you deserve and you know what you want in your life. And why would you even entertain something that doesn't honor that or honor your new life and where you're going? Okay, so be prepared for that one. So, right, okay, so Libra. Yeah, if it's not full-hearted, then you don't want it, Virgo, okay? You don't want something half-hearted. Libra. Right, okay, Libra. Now, right, what I'm going to say here, you're probably going to take it in the wrong way, but please hear me out, okay? Because it's very bittersweet. It's double-edged, this. I feel that currently, or the last kind of 3 weeks, last month or something, there's something around you where you've been quite fired up about your future. Yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to go. You might be in a collaboration with somebody and you're showing them your stuff and you're going, yeah, look, this is what we can make. This is what we can make happen. This is what we can make for the future. Like I say, it could be work. It could be family. You know, it could be future plans, could be partner, whatever. And you're really fired up with it, okay? But then it's like somebody pulls the record on you. You know, when you get like the record player playing and then somebody just like that, you know, and the record stops. And I feel this is going to bring pain. I feel it's going to be like, oh, why did this happen? Blah, 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 right? Acknowledge that pain when it's coming in. But please be aware that where you are looking to put your energies is not where your energies should be, okay? It's not. So I always say every rejection is protection. Spirit are helping you here. They're not wanting to hinder you. You were all enthused, and you were putting your all into something that was hollow, okay? So it doesn't matter how much you put into this, it was never going to be enough, okay? And this is kind of saying you are enough, okay? But you can accomplish more by yourself than you can with other people that are taking your energy and not giving you back what you're putting in, okay? So can you see how it started a bit bad, but this is actually for you. Now, this could be to do with relationships. It could be to do with past relationships. It could be somebody kind of wanting, I almost feel, what's the song they're playing there? The dream is over. No, that was John Lennon, isn't it? Was that the song John Lennon wrote about the Beatles? I'm not sure about the Beatles splitting up. I'm not sure of it. The dream is over. Yeah, that's the song. I don't even know what the words of it are. I'll have to look it up. But this, something is ending, or something, a bubble is being burst, okay? But that is to hold you back from investing and making what could be a mistake for your future, okay? So please don't see this as a problem. The roadblocks have been put on this for a reason, okay? This is a big spiritual lesson for you, but it's protecting you, okay? It's protecting you. It's almost like it's guarding you from getting very, very burned. It's guarding you from losing money as well. There's something going on around here about money, okay? Because it's not wanting you to invest in something. It's not wanting you to give away. It's almost like I'm seeing these hands coming out trying to grab what's yours. There's a decision going to be made, okay, that I feel you might have been thinking about making for the past year. And whatever happens in this next 2 weeks is going to push you towards that, okay? There could be drama, there could be arguments, there could be definitely arguments over money, long-term security, there could be arguments here over children, houses, anything. It's like about a time when you were a kid. This is like, if there's anything to be argued about, it could come up now. But please bear in mind that everything that is coming up, every single word that is said, every situation that is coming up is actually coming up to show you it, so you can kind of get your ducks in a row and you can transform, okay? This is not trying to hold you back. This is to propel you forward, okay? So please see it in that way, because whatever it is, or whatever's going on at the minute, you are not in charge, okay? And you are not meant to be a puppet or how can you be a leader when you're being led, if that makes sense, okay? So there could be an illusion of, yes, following you, but that's not there. You're not in control. So this is coming to actually take you to gain control again, Libra, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So who do I have now? I'm just going to have a couple of seconds, if that's all right. Right. Yay, Tanya's live. So how's everybody doing with this energy? I'm just having a couple of minutes with this before I start. That Libra energy kind of got me a little bit funky there. Yeah. Anybody got any questions or anything just while I'm having this little cigarette? Anybody got anything to ask? No? I'm going to try in 2 seconds. Great Virgo message today. I'm just going to try and see if I can get the link to where I'm going there. What will it be on? Yeah. And I'm just trying to find it here, and then I will put it on. I knock all of my things off when I do these readings, so that they don't, my phone just pings constantly. I'm just trying to find the link, because it's a YouTube link as well. There you go. Right, okay, so I'm going to, thank you so much. And thank you, Kimberly, and thank you, Sing Miracles. I really appreciate that. Right, okay, so there you go. That's the link there. When we get these full moon readings, this is what I'm going to try and do. My friend who's there at the moment is trying to arrange our own Wi-Fi for the place. Like, I'm quite prepared to pay for it, because where we are is the Wi-Fi isn't always going to be there because he's already there. But I am going to try my best, even if I have to pre-record them and upload them. I am going to try and get them there, Magic. You know, my presence is still going to be here. That was one of the, you know, like why I didn't go earlier, you know. And then, like I say, we've managed to get this house on the beach and in the jungle, so we're trying our hardest. And I am going to, all right, okay, we're getting hit by, they're all coming in. Right, is there any way I can block the comments now? How can I do this? Right, okay. To see if they die off. I don't know if wow. Don't even try and hide them, Magic. Don't even try and hide them, you know. It's like they do this, it's like an ambush. Right, I don't know if there's somewhere where I can actually turn. If I do this, I'll just try and see. No, I can't. I don't know how I can turn chat off. This is just. Oh God, let the children play. Right, hold on. I'm just gonna. I don't know if there's any way I can do this. Yeah. Right, it's just using the Alt F4 buttons together. Right, okay. I picked the right time, didn't I, to stop? How can I? Is there somewhere I can turn off chat? Just looking. No. So sorry about this. Thank you, Magic. Yeah, I know. I'm just, like I say, I'm just taking time with it, and then I'm going to get on to Scorpios. Right. I'm going to turn this off, okay, from my end, so I won't be able to see what people are saying, okay, but then I can concentrate on doing the reading, okay? So there you go. Right, okay, I can't see what's going on. Right. So I'm just going to get a little bit incense a second. Right, and I'm coming back with a reading now. So this is Scorpio, okay? Scorpio we have here. Right, okay, so Scorpio. Right. Scorpio. Right, okay, Scorpio. I feel when I'm looking at this that somebody could, wow, Scorpio, okay, I feel this is definitely connected to your future, okay? And if you are single, I feel that you could meet somebody over these next couple of weeks who really could be important in your future. Now, when I'm saying important, I mean the real deal. This has everything, okay? I feel this is very fated. I feel this is very destined, okay? However, I feel you might get a little bit scared of it because I feel with this, I would definitely say that this is to do with relationships, okay? You could meet somebody out the blue and just suddenly be like kind of, couldn't suddenly be like kind of whisked off your feet, okay? It's going to scare you, okay? The intensity of this, I mean, Scorpio, they like intensity, but when they're in control of it. With this, I feel you could be very guarded because what I'm feeling is you could almost see it as this too good to be true. I don't feel this. I feel this could be possibly another water sign. I don't feel that they're Scorpio, okay? And I feel possibly Pisces, Cancer. But I feel that there's old stuff could come up which you are going to blame this person for. So you may have been disillusioned, you may have been lied to in the past, you may have had these feelings before that weren't actually from somebody that was going to replicate them. With this, I feel if you get out of your head and check in with your intuition, you're going to realize that this is actually real. Okay, somebody is wanting to offer you stuff that is everything you've ever wanted, but what you haven't had. And I feel the disappointment of the past could come up and it's going to make you a little bit wary, a little bit rocky, okay? But what I want to say to you here is whoever it is that is making you promises or whoever it is that is wanting to build a future with you or talking about future plans, they are intent on putting the work in to make this work, okay? This person is not a child. This person is very emotionally mature. I feel they want to support you and be a source of strength with you. I feel there's a passion with this as well. I mean, this is like the whole bloody shebang. You've got it all going on here, Scorpio, okay? But I feel you being guarded with this. Now, that is coming from your thinking and from past things that have hurt you, okay? And what I want to say is when you are in fear, you cannot be in love. And this is basically, I feel that this is an opportunity for you to massively be in love and be loved as well, okay, in a way that you haven't had before. So yes, it's going to be scary, it's going to be unnerving, but I want to say with this, go for it, okay? Take that risk, because I feel if you don't with this, then you could end up, that's where you could end up being disappointed, okay? This person is coming into your life in order to promote massive healing from your past. It's coming in to get you from the future. I'm getting goose pimples all over. It's coming in to get you out of your past and into your future as well. And it's, this person is not, you're not going to be left empty with this Scorpio, okay? This, I'm looking at this. This could be marriage. This could be long term. This could be something that you've yearned for. There's so much security, support, love, everything coming in here. Please allow yourself to receive this, okay? This is coming in so that you can get rid of the past. You can get rid of, those that kind of have let you down in the past as well. Your final card, 10 of Cups. They all lived happily ever after. Scorpio, I've never done a reading like this. This is the end of the old way of being, okay? I feel what could happen in these next 2 weeks could be so important for your long-term future, okay? This is very, very important. I mean, we do have the Scorpio moon in 2 weeks as well, so it is in your sign. So, yeah, this is it, okay? Your road to the future is being paved. This is a sharing, caring path. The only thing that is getting in your way here and the only obstacle is you, okay? So, yeah, so that's it. I love it. Absolutely love this for you, Scorpio. Get ready to do the work because this is going to be hard, okay? It's going to be hard for you because you're going to struggle to receive, but I feel this person they're in it, okay? They're in it till the end. There's going to be no forcing or nothing. Enjoy this connection. Let it grow. See where it goes because I feel this is taking you to the top of the world. Kind of, it's like, look, Mom, on top of the world. That's kind of what I'm getting there for you, Scorpio. I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that for you. Right, okay, can I just say there, Small Wildflowers, Adriana, Magic Me, that was amazing. Thank you so much. That was insane, absolutely insane. Thank you so much for sorting that out. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I'm going to look at the things there. Wow, there were so many of them, wasn't there? Crazy. Oh, it's definitely more than one person. They all kind of plan it. It's like in an ambush. Trump Patrol threw me off. Yeah, thank you, Adriana. You see, backup always arrives. And it was very easy just to turn that chat off so I couldn't see it. So thank you. Thank you, guys. Right, okay, so who was that? Scorpio. So Sag now we have. So that was Scorpio, not Libra. We'll be on Sag next. Yeah. We were over 90 with the trolls. 40 odd trolls. That's crazy, isn't it? I'm getting that song in my head there. Ain't nothing going to break my stride. You heard that? I think it was Matthew Wilder, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm past caring with stuff like that now. I really am. Right, okay, so Sag. Great teamwork, yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what they say, don't they? Right, Sagittarius. Right, okay, Sagittarius, yours is coming up. This is about work, okay? There could be problems with work now. This could be, you could be headhunted by somebody. You could have loyalty in one place and then you're being asked to go somewhere else. It's going to be a little bit icky. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for you because I don't feel you want to let anybody down here. Now, your initial reaction is to just block off, okay? It's like fingers in the ears, like, I'm not listening. I don't even want to face this. But what they're saying is do all things with great love, okay? So I feel wherever this discrepancy is, be honest. be truthful, okay? If it's somebody that wants you to work for them and the money's less, but you would prefer it, say it to them, and then say to the other person, you've got to make a decision. Now, this decision is to move you forward to your future. So rather than look at the loyalty that you've had towards somebody in the past, see if that decision still supports your future, okay? This is where you've got to look. You've got to look after number one here, Sagittarius, as I said. Please don't get emotionally involved in this, okay? Because you could have worked with somebody for 20 years and you really, really like them, but your prospects there are not as great as something that is going to be presented to you, okay? So this next 2 weeks could see you leaving something that you have known for quite a while, okay? But it's not that you're leaving on a bad note. You're not leaving because you're not loyal or whatever, but your loyalty is to yourself. Okay, you're going to get everything stacked up in a row as well. I feel there will be many conversations, but what I want to say is come from the heart, make this truthful, and don't hide anything. You know, even if you're given a time limit, say, if you're not given a time limit, say, can I please have some time to think about this? Because I don't want you to act from emotions. You need to look at the options that are being presented to you and what is going to aid you in the long-term future and where you want to go. I feel one of these options, perhaps the newer one, will be much more of a collaboration, much more where you will be supported. There's more room for growth within this. It might be new, you know, you might not be qualified for it or something like that. But I want to say to you here, it's going to be happier. You're going to be happier there. You've got more chance of getting security for your future. You're going to be in a much calmer state as well. But in order to take this, something must end. So don't see this as a disappointment. See this as, okay, this is time to move on. Thank you. I value the time that I've been there, you know, whether this is relationships or whatever. I value that, but it's time for me to take the next step. I've gone as far as I can here, you know. So that's it, because there's new blood, there's new passion running through your blood, okay? And this is what they're wanting you to do. If you stay where you are, it could actually switch this off, okay? If you wait too long, then the opportunity might disappear, okay? So this is about taking the opportunity, being clear about it, and not making this a struggle. This is almost a lesson for you in decisiveness, okay? And it's a lesson in you don't make a mountain out of a molehill here. There's nothing to fear with this. It's actually moving you in the right direction. Now, like I say, this could come out of the blue. It might not be something that you've had planned, but it's something they've had planned for you. And it's all part of your transformation, okay? If people aren't happy with that, then that's their problem, okay? Because you need to step into your power, Sagittarius. Please trust how powerful you are. Please communicate clearly here. And please actually start to take control of your life by following your heart, because that is where the path is made with gold, okay? That's it. You're supported in this decision. This could be by loved ones, but you're also supported by spirit in this. This is why they have brought that in. Okay, Sag? So that's it. Like I say, don't feel that this is blocking you. It's just asking you to be decisive. Okay, you've just got to make a decision here. So, right, so that's Sag. Who have we got next? Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh. Right, okay, Capricorn. I'm feeling some Capricorns might be suffering. Sorry, they might be suffering from sinus problems, right? But when I went to say that, Spirit said that is because they're suffering in silence, okay? So there might be congestion around this area here. This is where I'm getting it, around the sinuses, around the sinuses, right? Maybe it's under the eyes as well. But what they're saying is this because you're suffering in silence. There's something that is happening, could be a situation, could be something like that, where you're feeling like you know that it's not right, but you're not saying anything about it, okay? You're kind of not defending yourself, not defending your honor in some way. You're not making a decision that you need to make as well. It's almost like, oh, well, I'll see if it will get better. You know, it's not going to get better. You know, it's not going to get better. And that this is why it's almost like, have you ever, you know, when you're like really stressed and you just hold your head there? That's what this is saying here. There's a big elephant in a room, Capricorn. And that is like where the pressure is coming from, okay? Now, what they're saying here is that in order to, there's a feeling of moving on, okay? A feeling of movement with this, because what they're saying to you here is look at this as a long term, okay? You might be able to manage it now, but do you want to be managing this in 2 years' time? Do you still want to be where you're at? Do you want to be like that in 5 years' time? Do you want to be that in 10? Because that could happen, okay? You're not letting your emotions get involved. You're saying, well, I'm strong. I can deal with this. Yes, you can, but that doesn't mean that you have to. And you're trying to keep the peace and keep the balance, almost like not rock the status quo in some way. But what you're doing is you're giving your power away. And what that is doing is making you then be doubtful of yourself, which you normally never are, Capricorn, okay? So I feel there could be a conversation that needs to be had, but you need to step in here with a plan, with a voice, with a boom, boom, boom. This is what I want, and this is how things are going to be. I feel there is disappointment coming for you and possibly somebody else, okay? But it's time. This is not out of the blue, okay? This is not out of the blue in any way, shape, or form. This is kind of the court of karmic law. This is where balance is coming in. Truth needs to be told. You cannot hide from this any longer. Okay, you can't. Now, what's interesting with this, say, for instance, this is a relationship, okay, that I would say is on very rocky ground, and I think it has been for a long time, and I don't feel that this is actually worth putting the effort in to be fixed, okay? It's like this, it's never going to gel. It might for a bit, but then it separates again like oil and water. But what could happen with this, okay, if you don't make this decision, somebody could perhaps come in with a proposal, or somebody could get pregnant, or something like that. So it's if you don't make this decision, the universe could go, oh, okay, well, this is what you want to put up with, and this is what you want. Right, okay, I'll give you something else to anchor you to this. Okay? And I don't feel that's what you would want. I don't feel that's what you would want at all. Okay, so it's very about your long-term future here, but it's your deciding. But it's like you have to make this decision, because otherwise that decision is made for you. And it's almost a case of, well, if you like it, then you might as well like it and lump it kind of thing, you know? I don't feel there's joy here. That's it. I don't feel there's joy. I don't feel there's connection. I don't feel there's fighting with it, to be honest. I really don't. It's like one of these, you know, when you see these people that have been together for like 30 years or something, and they're just at the point where they're just living separate lives, and they're blah, 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 and they're almost roommates. So there's no emotion, there's no passion, there's no fun, there's no joy, there's no nothing. They both might as well be roomies, you know. And this is what I'm getting here. So you need to have a look. Oh God, hold on. I've just got an email from the airline company there. Oh, please, no, don't say it stopped. You need to look and see, is this what you want for the rest of your life? Because if you don't make the decision over the next couple of weeks, I feel this could be what you've got for the rest of your life, okay? There needs to be a conversation, massive conversation here, Capricorn. It might not be easy, but it will be a lot easier than staying in this kind of tug of war, this kind of purgatory, you know. It's stuff like that. I feel here, it's please don't think that if I'm on my own, I'm going to be all right. It's almost that you're not wanting to do. I feel you will be happier, okay? I really feel that it's almost like, you know, people say a little bit of something's better than a whole load of nothing. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because when you are there by yourself, you don't have to put up with the shit of anybody else neither, okay? So that's it. This could be this decision you make. Your happiness depends on it, Capricorn, okay? Right. So Capricorn, who have we got now? Aquarius. Hey, okay, so Aquarius, there's a song coming in for you as well. Set me free, why don't you, baby? Get out my life, why don't you, baby? Will you keep me hanging on? I'm seeing that song in the card I've just pulled. As I said, you keep me hanging on was the Hangman. I love the way they work. Yeah. I just want to breathe, Aquarius, okay? Breathe. There's so much going on in your head that I just like, I mean, this is like your thoughts are just all over. They're trapping. You feel very trapped, Aquarius, okay? Like, where is there? Which way out is there? You feel heavy. There could be problems with money, or you could be worrying about them. I don't think there is, but I think you could be worrying. It's almost like you're worrying. There's all of these what ifs could happen. You know, it's almost, I feel like this is a real state of kind of anxiety I'm feeling in, you know, this kind of doom and gloom, this like kind of worst case scenario things, you know, like, oh God, yeah, but what if I get 80-year-old and I've got to get put in a home and blah, 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 and blah. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're jumping too far ahead, man. Breathe, okay? Breathe. Now, I don't know, does anybody actually know alternative nostril breathing? So if you breathe in, block your nose, and then out with that way. Do it 7 or 13 times on each nostril, okay? It can reset your nervous system, and it's really, really good for anxiety. This is what I feel for Aquarius, okay? Alternative nostril breathing will really just try and get you out of that space that's in your mind at the minute, because there's, you know, you're going forward. This is good. This reading is good, but you're exhausted. You can't. All of this mental energy is stopping anything from happening. So what I want to say to you here, and what they're saying, is stop. Just stop. Press pause, okay? If you have to turn your phone off for a couple of days, go to bed and just be, or just take a couple of days away or something like that, you need to do that, okay? In order for you to heal, there's something very big coming up, okay, that wants to be released, and it's manifesting into this energy, okay, that isn't good with you. There's some old pain that is wanting to be acknowledged, okay? Acknowledge this pain and you will find your power again, okay? Go into your heart, you will find the treasure that will actually be your trajectory. But at the moment, you're sitting and you're just in your head and you're going round and round and round and round, and no decisions are being made. Okay? You need to get back into your heart, and you're not going to do that until you face these past disappointments. Okay? The past is showing up at the moment because it wants to be let go. Okay? You can't, you're worrying about the future too much because of what has happened in the past. So this is about going into that pain, okay? Seeing where the present is in that, seeing where the gift is in that. Okay, looking at past struggles and seeing how you've come out of them, seeing what you've learned with them. Because when you've learned, then you don't make the same mistake again. Wasn't a mistake. You learned from it. But if you let the fear of what could happen stop you from doing nothing, then you're going to just sit in this kind of place of purgatory for the rest of your life. And that's not where you're meant to be. You have so many good ideas. You have so much vision, Aquarius. This is the age of Aquarius. Remember that, okay? This is your time. But if you're still trying to worry about what's happened in the past, or still go in the way that you did in the past, or the way the world was in the past, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to go round and round in circles. And what's that song, that Spirals of the Mind or something, like a wheel within a wheel or something like that, And this is the age of Aquarius. It's time to be curious, not critical. To see life as an adventure, to see what new is. This is your time. This is your time to shine. So you're saying there, no breaks, no taking breaks, no break times. Give yourself a break. If people aren't giving you a break, give yourself one, because that's what you need. This is what I'm saying. It's pause, press, pause. Okay? You cannot give from an empty cup. A battery that is drained will not run. And this is you at this moment. You cannot live in this whole world all of the time. You can't. You're not meant to. You're meant to be one of the innovators that take us forward. This energy. You've lived with it. All of us are just experiencing it all the time. So this is what you've got to do. It's about, cut yourself some slack. Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about things. Start feeling your way. Start letting your intuition guide you. Stop being curious. If they're not going to give me breaks, what would happen if I took a break? Stuff like that. Aquarius are the rebels, we're the freedom fighters. That's what you're here to do, break away from these old traditions and these old chains. And what you've got at the minute, you've got yourself tangled up in them. Okay? So in order for you to light that spark and be free and have fun and see life as the adventure it's meant to, and to do this transformation that is coming for you and calling you, you need to stop, you need to drop, and then you just need to roll with the punches, That's it. Because this is how life's meant to be. It's not meant to be where you just wear yourself out and, get yourself in that much of a mental state that you can't have any fun or enjoyment or whatever. That doesn't work. That's old, do you know what I mean? Piscean energy, I've got to make it to the top. It's like, no, you haven't. You've got to have fun on the way. That's the key. And that's what Aquarius says to you, So yeah, stop, drop and roll. Even if it's rolling a spliff, do that. If that's what you need to get you out of this head mess, because when I'm looking at that, that's exactly what I would be doing, something that actually turns you off, and stops you from thinking. Beautiful cards, these, Aquarius, but it's like I say, this isn't the old way. The old way doesn't work anymore. Okay? And you're the one meant to be leading the new way. No, you didn't just say that. Of course I just said that. Have you not been watching me for years sing miracles? I say whatever. I'm just actually, I feel it's one of the best medicines that there is, It's there's a guy, check out on Instagram, there's a guy called Karma Coast. And he's a guy from my hometown. I've just actually had a phone call with him this morning, and he works with a lot of CBD products. Absolutely amazing, award-winning stuff. And he's just been given a contract with two of the biggest hospitals in the northeast of England as well, to be using CBD products and everything, you know. So yeah, like I say, plant medicine is the future. It is the way forward. And yeah, if that's what you need, then, you know, have yourself a little doobie. They always work. Right, so now on to Pisces. Pisces. God, honestly, I wished I had what you call it, a speaker in my head and a projector coming out of my head so that you can actually see and hear what I get. So I think Spirit are being quite playful now, okay? They know it's the near and the end. They know Pisces is the end. So it's, yeah, they're playing. So I started to pull these cards, and all Spirit started saying to me was, like that, okay? So for Pisces, I really want to say to Pisces, okay, this is Pisces is sound healing, okay? Sound healing and chanting. This is for Pisces, okay? I know Pisces are quite creative people. And I don't know if this is some Pisces might be actually taking a path towards learning this as well, teaching this. Pisces are being shown here, or being told here, that the path to their success is within healing, whether this is healing the self or healing others. But I feel the things that Pisces have experienced and where they have learned from, it's almost like I feel that you're being called to study it. This is new study. This is new study. This is somewhere where you're shining. This is completely off the beaten track. This is not the path that you thought you were going to go on. However, in this next 2 weeks, something might just flip, complete 180. And you could find yourself enrolling in something. Spirit, so much spiritual stuff coming in here with Pisces. But they're saying to you, master your craft here, okay? Master your craft. There's something that you do for fun or as a hobby that could actually become your career. Now, you could be asked to do this. Somebody could like say to you, oh, I know you do that. How about helping me with this? Because I feel there's a little bit of a creative vibe or a creative hub coming in with this, okay? And I feel with this, there's strength in numbers. Okay, that's what they're saying to me. There's strength in numbers here. This could be a friend of yours that just has an idea and says to you, or you might have an idea and say to your friend, you know what? We could do that. Other people do that. Now, this is like, you know, I didn't plan to read tarot as a living. That was never my plan. I was a photographer, but even that was never my plan. These things just happened. And suddenly I'd always been interested in photography. I'd always been interested in tarot, you know? And then, poof, you know, I studied fine art. I was meant to be an artist, not a photographer. And then that's what came along. And, you know, I ended up loving it. I loved what I did. With this was my hobby, been my hobby for years and years and years. Spirit said, right, okay, you're using it for work. I didn't plan it. But now I feel very, very blessed because of the people that I can help within the world. I've read for hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of people. You know, the painter came the other day and I ended up reading for him and he was like, wow, you've totally helped me. Like, thank you so much, you know. And to be able to do that with something that I love and something that I enjoy and that's my hobby, but in order to heal by using something that helped to heal me, you know, that is a blessing in itself. And this is what it's talking about with Pisces, you know. It might be that little thing just gnawing away at the back of your mind. You know, I could do this for a living. You know, if you're a musician, if you're a DJ, something like that. What about sound healing? I've never really looked at that. That might be interesting. Go and get one. You know, watch one online, something like that. That could come in. But this is very, very spiritually led career, okay? Where you are happy, but then your happiness is making other people happy. Okay, might be an artist. You might start doing art therapy, you know, spirit art or something like that, you know. It's something where your creativity has an outlet, something that the more you let this out, the stronger you're going to become. And it's something that actually comes directly from your heart as well. This is beautiful. This is, I see you opening up. It's almost like a lotus flower there, like boom, 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 boom. You're opening up here. And then you're getting success with this, okay? And being a leader in your field as well with that. Don't worry about it. You might say, oh, well, I don't know this. I don't know that. You know enough. You know more than others about your chosen field, your chosen hobby. This isn't something I don't feel you're already doing for work. This is something I feel you're being guided to. But this is something that you know, something that is in your truth, and something that is going to be in your future as well. Massively, massively. So yeah, get creative with this. You might be bored. You might be really bored at this time. What do I do? What do I do? I want to change in career. You're looking through the papers. You're looking for job vacancies. Don't. Look in your heart, what's already in your heart, because that job that you're looking for is already there. That's where the wanted ad is, you know, but it just wants you to actually make that decision and go, how can I make this decision to make my hobby, my work, and also help humanity at the same time? Okay, that's what you've got to do, because everybody is their own expert. You know, everybody has experiences and knowledge that somebody wants. You know, that's it. They're all commodities. And then we have this idea that, hold on, business, I don't like business. I don't like making money from that. I don't like that. You know, it's blah, blah, blah. Every business is a spiritual business, okay? Because every business is providing their customer with something that will make their life better. I struggled with this for years and years and years, because to me, money was never, I was never ambitious. I never wanted it or whatever. And now I realize that the more I have, the more I can help. So the more money I have, the more educational videos I can put out. You know, the more books I can put out, the more, you know, it's all of that takes money. You know, and this is it. It's not that I wanted to sit on it and go, oh, wow, look at what I've got. It's not that, but the more I have, the more I can give and the more people I can reach. So now that is the thing. If I want to help, you know, all of yous are here. All of yous are here and yous are great, and I really appreciate it. And there's diehards in here that have been with me from the very beginning. But it's like, then there's more people need this help now. You know, there's more people. This is why it needs to be expanded. And the way you can expand is when you have more energy behind you to do that, you know? So there's nothing bad with that. And this is what you need to see here, Pisces, because you're blocking this off. You're blocking off what could actually, you know, and you're probably sitting there broke. You know, what good is that? What good is that? Because if you're broke, then you're worrying, then your mind can be on what it is that you do and that you love, and then you can inspire other people to do it. You know, and look at this. This is saying to you, Pisces, look at your old mindset, your old money mindset, or your old mindset about being seen, being paid to do what you love. Because we are meant, Spirit wants us to live in abundance, okay? Now, the beauty about this is, do you know what I mean? You could have 10 million in the bank. If you lose that 10 million, you would still be happy. Your happiness doesn't rely on that, but other people's happiness could, okay? So the more you're not allowing yourself to receive for something that you're bloody good at and something that helps and heals other people, is actually starving them people of your medicine that you have. Okay, does that make sense? So that is abundance. You have this love, you have this creativity. Pour that out, you know, whatever comes in, yeah, put it behind you, use it to spread some more love, because this is what it's talking about for you. But you need to get rid of this battle in your brain that you can actually make a living and get paid for doing what you love and helping people at the same time, and knowing that that's okay. This is your future, okay? I feel your future is working for yourself. Your past has been being stuck in a cage. You're out of that cage now. You've made too many other people rich. And I don't mean just money. You know, you've slogged away while other people are out swanning off and enjoying the proceeds of your work. This is now for you to enjoy that, okay? And this is where you're switching between. This is what this world, this Aries moon is doing. And as I said, I don't know which of the star sign it was, but the only thing standing in your way is you. So get out of your own way. Let everything come to you, charge forward, and fulfill your purpose within the world, Pisces, okay? Because you have one, and you have a very, very big one. Okay, oh, excuse me. You have a big purpose. Oh, thank God, that's the last one. Sorry about that. But yeah, you have a big purpose. It's like... Has anybody ever seen The Jerk? Has anybody ever seen The Jerk, where with Steve Martin, where he finds his special purpose? Oh God, I've lost it. Completely lost it there. Right, I'm going to do an overall spirit card for the collective, and then I'm going to go. Right, okay. Spirit message for the collective, please. Yeah, The Jerks is such a good movie. So funny. Right. Spirit message for the collective, please, for the next 2 weeks. I always let these ones jump out. Oh, right. I always let these one, and then that one jumps. Magic. Magic, blessings, transformation. A blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and an open mind. Okay? So I think that just sums it up. And it's mad because I'm actually going to do magic. That's my friend. That's where I'm going, you know? So I'm going to be roommates again. So yeah, I hope that made sense to everybody. And Magic's there as well. Magic fought everybody off today. So I feel they were really powerful readings. I feel this is really powerful this next 2 weeks, you know. And it's like I say, you know, don't see this as being bad. It's a strong energy. but use that to your advantage and you will see that you'll get a lot further. It's like almost like we're getting turbocharged over the next couple of weeks, you know. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that. What's whose name? What is the name? What's the name? I don't know, for animals health. I don't know what you're meaning. Yeah. So that's it. So I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I hope these messages have helped you. Like I say, there will be no readings for probably the next 3 months unless I get real internet sorted. But I am doing work, okay, to bring it in. I'm working on a lot that will be presented as well. So I've been having a lot of meetings lately that are going to carry on in Brazil as well. And yeah, this is time. It's good. So yeah, everything is finally coming together. I will try and check in as much as I can on here as well. I did put a link in the chat there of where I'm going, just so that you can see it. But it's a place called Ilha Grande. If you want to have a look with it. And then I have to get in touch with you to change my reading date. All right, okay, I don't think there's any booked in for next week. I'll have a look at that, Ashley. And yeah, so just enjoy it, enjoy this energy and know that we cannot sit around waiting for life to happen to us. The universe wants to co-create with us. So that means that we've got to take charge as well. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous time, and I will see you soon as well. Okay, Satnam, lots of love.